Welcome back to Crypto Meets AI. Jerry here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. Now let's get into this. When XRP becomes a Tier 1 asset under the BIS framework, it will join cash, sovereign bonds, and gold as a top quality capital, enabling banks to hold it as reserves, use it as collateral, and settle instantly across borders. Most people can't even fathom true wealth. They think rich means a car, a watch, or a villa. That's pocket change. There are people walking the same streets as you with private jets, offshore accounts, and ownership in companies that control the flow of money itself. You're surrounded by wealth. It's in every city, every town, every small village. You just don't see it because your mindset keeps you blind. The poor thinks wealth is luck. The rich knows it's a mindset, a vibration, a manifestation of belief and discipline. Your mind is the factory of your reality. Stop thinking scarcity, start thinking abundance. Ondo has officially become the BlackRock of blockchain. 1.8 billion in real-world assets tokenized, including 1.4 billion tokenized treasuries, also tokenizing 100 plus stocks via Ondo Global Markets. Apple, Nvidia, QQQ, etc. are all tradable from self-custody wallets. Partnerships with A-list players like Blockchain to give 90 million plus wallets access to tokenized stocks and ETFs. Also recently partnered with PancakeSwap, the top DEX on BNB chain. Ondo DEX volume was up 348 million in just under 2 months. Wall Street is coming on chain fast, my friends. And this is when you know mainstream adoption is here. CNBC can't ignore it anymore. They're not investors, they're soldiers. The XRPArmy is global, loud, unstoppable, and they're just getting started.
That Dom Chu has today's ETF Edge as advertised. Hey, Dom.
All right, so Scott, from adoption driven by Washington to a 10-year birthday coming later on this week, there's a lot going on in cryptocurrencies. Joining me now is Sal Gilberti, the president and CEO of Teucrium Trading. This is an interesting development. You're one of the firms out there that runs a slate of ETFs, but one of them is a levered fund tied to the value of a big cryptocurrency, and that's XRP. Just what can you tell us about how much investor interest there is in XRP and, of course, a levered instrument to it?
Well, thank you, Dom. There's enormous interest in XRP. They call it the XRPArmy, and I realize they call it that for a reason. We launched this fund. It'll be 16 weeks tomorrow, and the money that's come in is quite extraordinary. Hundreds of millions of dollars have come in. It is our most successful fund. We're 16 years old today when I incorporated the company, coincidentally, and we've never seen a response like that.
How did you make the turn? Because the slate of products you have are mainly agricultural based, and then you decide to venture out into cryptocurrency, specifically XRP. What was the thinking there?
Well, we had filed for Bitcoin before, and we do have crypto interests, and I'm an XRP enthusiast. And when I saw the opportunity to file and get it approved, and really not holding XRP itself, but holding the derivatives so that we could leverage it and give investors what they want. They clearly want some leverage. We got a great ticker, double XRP, XXRP, and it took off. It was a big hit immediately right out the door.
And if you could put on a forecasting hat as somebody who looks at the fund flows, looks at the industry, where do you think else in the crypto sphere is ripe for even more activity with regard to cryptocurrencies that's outside the realm of XRP, Ethereum, and of course, Bitcoin?
Honestly, I think picking the next coin is harder than people need to catch the wave of what crypto and the blockchain is doing to business. This really is the internet in the 1990s. I think there's a sea change coming, and picking the companies that are going to use whatever cryptocurrency comes next is going to be the big trick and the trick to big wealth.
Do you think that there is going to be an ETF boom in companies in that ecosystem?
No question.
The wealth that's going to come from creating the internet of value is going to make the 1990s and the internet days look small in comparison. We are going to see the biggest transfer of generational wealth in human history. If you found this information helpful or even valuable, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And this is some wild news. The Evernorth treasury is almost complete. In just 7 days after creation, the wallet now holds 388 million XRP, with a value of 993 million, closing in on that 1 billion XRP treasury mark. They're not waiting around. They're getting shit done. I'm actually pretty surprised they're already making their deposits, and it's only been 7 days since the announcement. Now let's get into some HBAR news. If you think HBAR is just another altcoin, you haven't been paying attention. Hedera is quietly turning into the most enterprise-ready network in the space. UK central bank testing it, 250 million HBAR fueling staking, system upgrades that automate node ops, batch transactions, new leadership, institutional targeting. This isn't about speculation anymore. It's utility. it's regulation friendly, it's infrastructure for tokenized economies and the digital identity. As someone who's watched hype come and go, this feels different. It feels permanent. Hedera's not chasing the narrative, it's building what the narrative will become. Hedera HBAR, 5 breakthrough developments shaping its 2025 momentum. From institutional partnerships to major network upgrades, Hedera's latest moves are redefining enterprise-grade blockchain innovation and global adoption. Bank of England integration test shows institution government level trust, a huge credibility boost for HBAR's enterprise adoption. Dynamic address book, new system upgrades allowing more flexible and automated node configuration. 250 million HBAR staking boost. Establish a clear hierarchy in your document with distinct styles for headings, body text, and captions. New leadership and strategic refocus. Under new leadership, Charles Atkins, Hedera is pivoting towards tokenization, DeFi, and digital identity. Batch transaction feature enables multiple operations with a single transaction on the Hedera network. And that's basically a micropayment. Interoperability is key with all this technology. That's the biggest thing they are focused on. Stronghold, bridges, interoperability, and the future of SHX. Stronghold and Axelar equals next level interoperability. Think Stellar Org, Ethereum, and Solana all connected. SHX is positioned for the next era of blockchain growth.
Hi everyone, Tammy Camp here, CEO of Stronghold. Today I'm sharing a strategic milestone that reflects our commitment to growth, innovation, and long-term value creation. This is about positioning SHX for the future. Buckle up, we're taking interoperability to the next level. Let's talk bridges. In crypto, bridges move assets between blockchain networks. Think of Ethereum as one island, Solana as another, and Stellar as another. Bridges are the infrastructure connecting them. You deposit your asset on one chain, it gets locked in a smart contract, and bridged versions get minted on the destination chain. SHX has always been chain agnostic. We've transferred value off-chain for years, giving us flexibility. Now we're strategically moving more on-chain, opening up massive possibilities. We can explore chains that fit our business needs and tap into ecosystems where our community already lives. Why Axelar? Strategic alignment. They partner with Ripple and Stellar. Ripple's EVM sidechain actually connects with Axelar's infrastructure. That's institutional-grade interoperability. Axelar uses delegated proof-of-stake consensus with 75 active validators. Their Q4 roadmap adds Solana, Sui, Aptos, and more. We're positioning ourselves for tomorrow's chain, not just today's. What does this mean for SHX? Circulating supply accuracy. The crypto industry really struggles with this. The networks don't always know what's truly circulating versus what's lost. Bitcoin has mined almost 20 million coins, but an estimated 4 million are permanently lost. Real supply, closer to 16 million. Bridging helps us track movement accurately. We'll understand where tokens are and how they're used. Transparency and accountability in action. We're opening access to multiple DeFi protocols, liquidity pools, and developer communities. Each chain has unique strengths, speed, cost, and specific features. Now we can leverage more. In the past, bridges have been hacked. For example, an individual lost over $625 million. The question is, why trust this? Early bridges were centralized and vulnerable. Axelar learned from those failures. They used the same proof-of-stake security protecting the blockchain they connect, not some hastily built multi-sig with a handful of keys. Bridges require caution and research, but staying siloed in a single ecosystem limits growth and opportunity. We're building a framework for continuous connectivity. As Axelar expands, we'll select compatible projects to grow with strategically. SHX has always evolved with the market. We've moved value off-chain when it made sense. Now the infrastructure exists to support on-chain operations properly. We're choosing partners like Axelar for security, decentralization, and long-term vision. This interoperability brings us infrastructure, market access, and genuine opportunity. Thank you for your continued trust and engagement. We're executing our vision. I look forward to sharing more progress with you soon. Together, we're building something that lasts.
It's pretty amazing to see everything we've been talking about for so long coming to fruition. That's why I was going so hard on the interoperability part of it all. The multi-chain, multi-token system. It's not going to be a one-winner-take-all thing here. That was the whole reason, as I seen it all coming. And it's just great to see it playing out right in front of our eyes. And last up, Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin just broke past 900 million market cap, with 6.4 billion plus in transfers this month and only 4.8 thousand active wallets. The scaling potential is enormous. This is insanely bullish for XRP. Don't blink, the next global payment layer is being built. You just might miss it. Well, that's what I have for you folks. Until next time, stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto Meets AI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.